Chemo was decided upon to do first because we were going to try to shrink anything that was left in there, and we were going to hit it hard because I was young. And then once we did chemo, then we were going to switch over and do radiation. Just precautionary, let's just make sure that it's gone.
Chemotherapy is medicine that's designed to kill growing and dividing cells. That's what a cancer is, a disturbance of cellular growth. So chemotherapy targets those processes by which cells grow, and that's how it causes the death of the cancer cells.
The scary thing was wondering what was going to happen, the unknown, how bad was it going to be, is it going to hurt, what's it going to feel like, because you don't know, and everyone's different.
Chemotherapy in general is going to make somebody feel tired to extremely run down. Nausea is usually not a big problem, but it can be depending on the age of the patient and what they're getting.
We did plan chemotherapy to be on the same day as each other. So every other Friday, my husband and I went and did chemo together. I actually did my first chemo by myself. He wasn't doing it at the same time, thank goodness. I sat in his favorite chair. And it was very scary. I was very glad that I knew everyone, and everyone knew who we were, and I knew the routine already, so I knew I could get a juice box, and I knew that I could sit in my chair, I knew I could watch a movie.
So she got a cocktail of drugs that can really knock somebody down for several months.
A true thing that my husband and I always thought about was what you think about, you bring about. And so we thought positive. We always thought positive. And a lot of the chemo and a lot of the cancer fight is up here. You just have to think positive.
She's one of the strongest people that I have ever been around. And going through the kind of treatment that she was going through, you could tell that it was taking a toll on her, but she was never going to admit that.
It was a rough time in the chemo room for the two of them. I mean, I think it's a bonding time, but it also is a really rough time because they had a family to go home to that they had to care for.
So when we both did chemotherapy, we would hold hands and sit in the chairs together and watch a movie.
The thing I remember the most about them is that they were such upbeat people that the staff and other patients look forward to having them there.
Instantly, when I started the chemo, I felt, and this is the picture that I can remember, it was like something in my stomach started at the bottom and just started crawling up. And I could feel it. I could feel it going up. And it was almost like they were pouring something into my stomach, and it was like I could feel my stomach filling up. And you don't feel that when you eat. It's almost like if you've had too much water and it's sloshy. But as it grew and as it came up, I could feel it in my throat as well, and I could feel that I was getting nauseous. And I could feel, and this warmth overcoming, and it was scary because it was like, hang on, what's going on? And I remember crying and looking into his eyes and saying, honey, I'm so sorry. And he's like, what, for what? And I said, I had no idea. I had no idea what you were going through. And he would start to cry, and I said, now I know. Now I've walked in those shoes.